And we are thrilled to welcome the champ, Joey Chestnut, to the broadcast tonight. Six-time champion. His sodium intake is unlike any other in the history of man. Hey, Joey, give us an idea of the night before. Help me understand, what's the prep like mentally and physically?
Yeah, right now I'm on a liquid diet, pretty much a cleanse, lemon juice, water, maybe just a little bit of protein. But I'm going to go in empty and loose tomorrow. And it's 4th of July. I'll be happy and I'll be hungry.
Joy, I'm interested to know, what's the hardest food competition you have ever had?
Oh, the hardest food is any food that you're not familiar with. A lot of my practice is getting used to the food, building a tolerance, making my body feel comfortable with it. One time I was in Korea eating kimchi, and it's completely different from the kimchi you can get at Costco here. It was really super ripe, fermented. I ended up getting my butt kicked. But yeah, any food that you're not familiar with is a lot harder.
You know, Joey, Alex and I grew up playing Little League Baseball. A lot of people feel like Alex was the better fundamental player than I was, but there's no competitive eating Little League, right? So how does one get into competitive eating?
It was really I grew up in a big family, and growing up in a big family, if you wanted seconds, there were six of us in the family, kids, and we wanted seconds. You had to eat fast. So me and my brothers would pretty much compete against each other, and I was the best eater in the family. And when I went away to college, I ended up doing my first contest, and I fell in love with it. I realized, oh my God, I can get paid to eat.
You know, we had the calipers out pregame measuring Alex and his 3% body fat. Now, listen, Alex may not necessarily be a big hot dog guy, but he is a competitive guy. So, Alex, let me pose this to you. Joey's in like the, 70, 80, 90 hot dog ballpark there. How many do you think you could put down, Alex?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say if it was after a game and I was starving, and it was after extra innings, and it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, I could probably throw down about 10 or 12, maybe 13.
I think he could do more. I've seen him. He's a beast. I think he could push himself, especially if it became a competition. I think he'd be able to push it.
So, Joy, I have a serious question. If I invited you over to my home for barbecue and I was out there on the grill, what would you say? You would say, Alex, let me get what? Would you say, give me 20 hot dogs or hamburgers?
I'd try to pace myself. I would look at whoever's eating the most and maybe just eat one more than them. I wouldn't go all in. I'd show you just enough to eat the most.
All right. Noted.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.